Thank you, Governor Jack. It's great to be here with you and with Betsy and Congressman Kramer. Great to be with you. First Lady Grace. Mikey and I are just so pleased to be here with all of you. As Dorothy said in The Wizard of Oz, there's no place like home. And that's absolutely how we feel. I'll be brief, but on behalf of both Mikey and I, it is an honor and a privilege to serve you in the United States Senate. And I have to tell you, whether we're in Washington, D.C. or anywhere else, North Dakota gets so much attention. And it's great attention for all the wonderful things that are going on in this great state. And whether it's our energy development, or the things we're doing in technology, or aviation, or agriculture, whether it's our great outdoors, our hunting, our fishing. People say, what is it? What's North Dakota got going for it that's making all these things happen? And the answer, quite simply, is all of you and all of the wonderful people that we have in this state that are doing such an amazing job. We think about that every day. Every day when somebody asks us what we're trying to do in Washington or what we think others should be doing, we say, you know, applying the same kind of practical, common sense approach, hardworking, down to earth, neighbor to neighbor, caring about each other, practical approach that North Dakotans apply every day. And I think if we can do as a country many of the things we're doing as a state, we'll be back on track. And I hope and pray that we can help make that happen. But the most important message for today is one that the governor just gave, and that is, whether it's the 4th of July, whether it's Veterans Day, whether it's Memorial Day, or whether it's any other day of the year, thank you to our men and women in uniform. For 238 years, we've had this wonderful country, thanks to you and to all our veterans. May God bless every single one of you and your families, and may you all have a wonderful 4th of July. God bless.
Thanks, John. And now it's my honor to introduce our United States representative for the state of North Dakota, Kevin Kramer. For years, I had the opportunity to work with Kevin when he was the Director of Economic Development for the state of North Dakota. And then I had a chance to work with him when he was the Public Service Commissioner for North Dakota. And today, we are very pleased to have him here today to speak to us. Kevin?
Thank you. He probably missed the most important and certainly the most fun job I ever had when I was tourism director and had an office in the corner right there in the Liberty Memorial Building. And this day always reminds me, Steve, of the day that Steve Herman came to my office and said, I have a dream that one day we will shoot fireworks at the Capitol grounds preceded by the Bismarck Mandan Symphony Orchestra, and I can see flags flown up and down this beautiful mall. And here we stand, enjoying your vision, Steve. I didn't even believe you, to be honest, but way to go. It was great. It is good to be home. It's really good to be home. Senator Hoeven and I have the opportunity to work together a lot, both in Washington and here, and I think John would agree, it's a lot more fun to work together here than it is in Washington, as important as that work is. But he's right about one thing. And being the only member of the House of Representatives from North Dakota, I find myself sometimes actually feeling a little sorry for the other 434 who have to represent someplace less than us. The Texas delegation has gone so far as to accuse me of being greedy, and I said, it's not me, it's them. They create. They, being the North Dakotans, create the best place in America. I just get the high honor of representing them in this body and carrying the brand that everybody is paying attention to. I love so much listening to the words of our founders as Governor Dalrymple recited from our Declaration of Independence. Because I love the idea, the fact that they felt compelled to list these inalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness as so obvious to be self-evident truth, not merely good suggestions. Truth that is self-evident. And that they were endowed on us not by the government, but by a God, a creator. And as we listened to the beautiful singing of our national anthem, wishing that somebody was videotaping me lip-syncing it so that I could play it and pretend it was me singing it. Great job. I was drawn to that beautiful poem written by Francis Scott Key, an amateur poet who was really an attorney during the War of 1812. And the great tradition of singing the first stanza, the first verse, of course, is part of what makes us so patriotic around our country and certainly here in North Dakota. Another one of the things that I believe North Dakota is better at than the other 49 is our patriotism. It is obvious when you see the many veterans that stand at a North Dakota event. Our citizens sign up for military service at a rate 4 times the national average. That's how patriotic North Dakotans are. But Francis Scott Key wrote several verses to the Star-Spangled Banner. And perhaps, in my view anyway, the most profound is the last. The last. Where he said, "Oh, thus may it be ever, when free men shall stand between their loved home and war's desolation. Blessed with victory and peace, praise the power that hath made and preserved us a nation. And conquer we must, if our cause be it just, and this be our motto, in God let us trust. And the Star-Spangled Banner with triumph shall wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave." Happy birthday, America. God bless you, North Dakota. Good night.
Thank you very much, Kevin. On July 4th, 1776, church bells rang over Philadelphia to mark the official adoption of the Declaration of Independence. Tonight, we celebrate that historical moment with music and fireworks. It is my pleasure to introduce the Bismarck Mandan Symphony Orchestra under the direction of Beverly Everett. Enjoy the concert. Happy 4th of July.